more quarterback who's talking about leaving his city, at least the city he's in, and is one of the best young quarterbacks in the league this time. No debate. That is Deshaun Watson, man. So let's get into this Deshaun Watson conversation. Obviously, he's put the Texans on notice. Everybody around the league knows now. I think the Texans are going to, do their best to try to keep the guy. You don't just get rid of a dude in his prime like this just for nothing. But I got two questions, fellas. One, is Deshaun Watson right for wanting out? And two, what should the compensation be for a guy of Deshaun Watson's caliber? Lion, let's start with you, man.
Yeah, should he want out? Absolutely, bro. That's aside from the Philadelphia Eagles, probably worse than the Philadelphia Eagles, the most poorly run organization in professional sports. Houston Texans for the last 2 years, and the Detroit Lions of the last 15 years. But Houston should. It's been a hot mess, bro. First, you get rid of his best receiver. You don't got no love for him. You're not consulting with him on no moves. He's not feeling included. He feeling like it's time to fly shift, man. I'm all here for it, bro. I think everybody in the league wants him. He's the best quarterback. And besides Patrick Mahomes, you could really say he's the best quarterback in the league. Talent-wise, I think he's just as good as Patrick Mahomes. You put him in the right situation, I think he's better than Patrick Mahomes. Like, shh, don't tell nobody, but that's just what I think, bro. If you put him in the right situation, I think it'll be a win-win. So the world is his oyster, in this opinion. Wherever he lands, I wish him the best. What was your other question?
Compensation. Let's jump into this conversation too. Like, what is he worth? First round pick, 2 first round picks, 3. Give me something.
Like 4+, bro. Like is how I feel. I know that's outrageous, but they just traded like 4 first-round picks for Harden, and that went for Oladipo. I know it's a different sport, but like there was the last time Ramsey got multiple picks for him. Like, bro, yes, this is Deshaun Watson. This is a quarterback. It's a quarterback. The game is all about quarterbacks, right? Then you got a young quarterback in his prime, not even just in his prime, at the apex of the trajectory, about to take off from his prime. You don't get these moments very often. It doesn't happen. You don't get a player right now, that moment, he's in the prime of his career, about to take off, about to go Jordan numbers. And whoever gets him is going to be the luckiest team in the league. So, yeah, I think they should be probably stricken at least 3 to 4 draft picks. If first, second rounders, like they should get the biggest haul in the history of hauls. Because Deshaun Watson's that good.
Hey, man, like I said, guys in the prime like this, they just don't become available. When you're this good at quarterback, you're usually locked into your team. T-Boogie, let's jump into it, man. Deshaun Watson, does he have a right? And let's get into the conversation as well.
I mean, if you want out, you want out. You know what I'm saying? You sign your contract, and a lot of people feel like you should honor the contract, but teams will get rid of you. They won't honor the contract, so it's fair. But I think that guy's, like Scruff said, man, I don't know 4 picks, but you got to start at 3 first. You have to. If Ramsey and Adams are 2 first, I mean, Deshaun – he might be 4 first-round pick. I mean, just at the minimum. You might have to throw a player in there, a couple thirds, a fifth. I mean, like you said, these guys don't become available. And anywhere he goes almost, they're going to be an upgrade. They're probably going to be a playoff team just by adding that piece. I feel like a team like the Jets, you put him there, they might be a contender, man. Miami, with that defense, that running game, might be a contender. So, teams need to be pulling the trigger. I am scared of the fact that, he's had an injury, and you're dumping a lot of picks into a player. If they go down, then, but you got to roll the dice. You got to roll the dice. So he's worth it. He's right for one out. And I'm going to say you start at 3 first, and you make it make sense after that, but you got to get the guy. That's the name of this game, quarterback.
Yeah, I think I'm in lockstep with both of y'all, man. It's going to take picks. And it's going to take some young talent, too. It's definitely going to take both. Guys like this just do not become available. What's going on with Houston, though? First, James won out. Now, Deshaun went out. I heard Houston was a great city, great town, man. All I heard is good things. I guess it's not paradise. Rome, let's go to you, man. Especially as a Washington football team fan, we will be in the quarterback hunt this offseason for sure. How much would you give up, man, for Deshaun Watson?
Hey, well, Bryce, to your first point, the pandemic shut down a lot of strip clubs. Dudes went out of Houston. That was, a strong reason to stay. But back to the other points. I've narrowed it down to 2 teams because I've been paying a lot of attention to where Deshaun Watson's going to end up. And I really believe it's going to either be, T, you mentioned it, the Jets, or T, your other squad, the 49ers. Two reasons. The no trade clause, that means Watson gets to control this trade to a certain extent. Obviously, the Texans aren't going to give him away for pennies. So, like y'all have already alluded to, is going to take picks and a lot of picks. The team with the most first-round picks to give up right now would be the Jets. Now, Watson, if I'm Watson, the New York Jets have a history, like Scruff alluded to, bad organization, right? What's the culture there? Bringing in a new coach, trying to establish something. It could be a chance for a fresh start. Huge market media. He could really plant the flag there if he wanted to. But the reason I think he could end up with the 49ers is just scheme-wise, what Kyle Shanahan could do with Deshaun Watson and that run game and them backs that they have, that would be crazy. Now, the 49ers don't have as many picks to give up as the Jets, but they definitely have some picks that they can make some noise with. There's definitely some other teams that will get involved, but I just don't think they're going to have the draft capital to really – like, if I'm the Texans, you can't botch this. Like, if I'm giving up Deshaun Watson, I'm getting a whole farm of picks back, and there's going to be a lot of first rounds involved in that.
Hey, Rome, I got news as recently as last weekend, man. Them strip clubs in Houston, they ain't closed. They ain't closed at all.
Oh, well, hey, Deshaun, hey, so you heard it here first. Deshaun ain't going nowhere.
Hey, nah, he leaving though. But I like you said, it's going to take a team that can give the picks and somebody back. So in my mind, you're looking at the Jets, like you said, the 49ers and the Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? You can get rid of Tua, you can get rid of Donald or Jimmy G. And I think the Texans, you might get rid of Fitz. The Texans might take Fitz as a bridge guy, a bridge quarterback. So, yeah, expect a quarterback to go to Houston in that trade with all those picks. And the Jets also have the passing game coordinator, a Kyle Shanahan guy, LaFleur, running their offensive coordinator. So, same scheme, but with the Jets. So, really, he could be in a Kyle Shanahan system in two different situations. You know what I'm saying? He holds all the cards. It's a good situation to be in for a young black quarterback.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact, and I think that I think I'm right with you guys. It's going to take a ton to get Deshaun Watson. It's going to take not just picks, but it's going to take young talent. Hey, G just said the Niners might have to give up Bosa. That's not out of the realm of possibility when you're talking about the best franchise quarterback that's been available on the market in years. I think if you're a team like the Washington football team, you got to ask yourselves, are you willing to give up a first-round pick or 3 first-round picks and a guy like a Montez Sweat? It might even take as much as a Chase Young. Would you be willing to do that? These are the questions that teams are going to have to ask themselves, because when it comes to a guy like Deshaun Watson, you need to be ready to pull the trigger. At the end of the day, this is a generational quarterback talent, and this isn't the only way you get one of these guys. It's like almost like a 1 in a million chance. You know how lucky you got to be to get one of these guys, one of these top 5 talent quarterbacks. They're just not around. It just doesn't happen. So with this opportunity, teams should be pouncing on it. I think we'll see, if he does get traded, I think we'll see one of the biggest king's ransoms to ever come from an NFL trade, especially in recent memory.